back to the daily grind. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
Holy flying flipping flapjacks, what am I even about to be talking about? I never thought we'd be talking about Khabib Nurmagomedov going down a weight class to featherweight, but here we are. It's not fake news, it's real news. Normally you would think this is just stupid, but if you actually watched Khabib when he was talking about it, it's not like he wasn't laughing, it wasn't a joke, he was serious. And he had points to back up why he's considering going down a weight class. Now, a lot of you might be thinking, what the fuck are we even saying here? Isn't this the guy that's missed weight multiple times, that looks like he's too big for his weight class, that everyone's talking about going up to 170 possibly? Yeah, that guy. He's talking about actually going down 10 more pounds. And if you see Khabib, like, whenever he's on weight, like right now, he's looking really good to make weight at 155, and I think that might be an actual picture of him in the maroon shorts. But he's like, when he's fucking making weight, bro, his shit be so sunk in because the weight cut. You know, he's got a hard weight cut. That's why he misses weight multiple. You know, he's missed weight multiple times. It just seems like it's really hard for him to cut to 155. So unless he's gonna saw off an arm and, you know, or his head, I don't know how he's gonna make that weight, because he looks sunken in making 155, and 10 more pounds, where the fuck's it gonna come from? You know, he's already kind of looking like a bobblehead and shit, making 155 on everything. His head be, you know, because he'd be so, all right, you know, jokes aside, I'm just saying, bro, I did not expect this. But a lot of people, like, when you read the articles about this, they're saying, like, maybe Khabib's just playing a joke on us, and, you know, his managers just want to, everybody that was making tiramisu jokes, they want him to have to actually talk about Khabib going down a weight class. But I'm telling you, that's not the impression I got, bro. If you watch Khabib talking about it, I believe him. He said, like, if you look at RDA when he went up to 170, if you look at Cowboy when he went up to 170, when they fought Robbie Lawler, they just looked too small. So I feel like going to the UFC Performance Institute and getting everything, you know, because he said it's free. I think he said this was his first time going to the UFC Performance Institute and seeing how dope it was and all the stuff available to them, the specialists, as far as the nutritionists are concerned. And so he said, now we're actually talking about maybe 145, because it's cutting 10 more pounds, but I might be able to do that. You know, maybe if he stays away from the desserts, a little bit of the delicacies, the tiramisu. But what he's saying is, I don't want to go up to 170 and be too small, but I do realize people might want to see me win 2 titles. So my focus right now is on Edson and Tony Ferguson, and then we'll see where we go. But 145 is probably more realistic than 170. Now, as far as winning a belt, that might be true. You might have a better chance beating Max Holloway than you do Tyron Woodley. But as far as making the weight, 170 is probably more realistic in that way. I just don't know how Khabib's ever going to make 145 pounds. I know the UFC Performance Institute does work miracles, and from everything, we've never heard a bad word about the Performance Institute. But Khabib at featherweight, yeah, it's going to be hard for me to believe that one until I see it. So even though he sounded convinced and he had good reasoning as far as I might be too small for 170, we've heard about Khabib not manhandling, but we've heard him holding his own with middleweights, light heavyweights, heavyweights. You know, he trains with Luke Rockhold, Daniel Cormier, Cain Velasquez. So that's part of the reason he's such a dominant grappler. He trains with elite grapplers from higher weight classes. So if he's keeping his own with those guys, you've got to think he'd be able to keep his own with the Tyron Woodley, even though Tyron Woodley, it's going to be hard to take him down, as we saw in the Maia fight, but Khabib's a different monster, and if he actually makes the change from 155 to 170, maybe he actually wants to stay there permanently, maybe we can see that happen. But as far as featherweight, hey, I don't know. I'm looking forward to see what you guys got to say about that, because it sounds crazy, but if you watched it, man, Khabib, he didn't sound like he was bullshitting. So with that being said, it is what it is. Let the full-time family know what you think about this in the comments. I'm out.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOWG!